fine. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, alert, alert! 52's the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Recon, 132 fighter.
So that'll back him up 5. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And some room to work. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on first and 10.
Monday.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, 79! 79!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Step 180!
Now Gordon on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Orange. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Now Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
390.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Monday.
To try again after the sack. Rosen, ball nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Rivers to throw it. Allen has it, left side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. 50 seconds.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Rivers now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Red Delta!
To throw is Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun. Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And to the right side here, it's Allen. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this time, Rosen will throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
There goes Melvin Gordon, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Rosen will throw. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Rosen to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. Check safety, check safety.
80.
Balaj. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
58, come on. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Shift.
Hey, quarter.
They'll run here with Balaj. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Monday. Here we go.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Now Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the
Topper!
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover. His guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Now Rosen on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On second down, it's Drake fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Too little, cupcake.
From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rosen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, his pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Weapon.
58's Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
58's Mike. 58's Mike. Watch the run. They're running.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off at the 16. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock